Welcome to the Pencil Bob channel. I hope you enjoy the story. Remember to like and subscribe. And now the story.
I had been looking forward to this trip for months. A week in New York City, staying at a fancy hotel, exploring the sights and sounds of the Big Apple. It was supposed to be a relaxing and fun vacation, a reward for working hard and saving up. But it turned out to be anything but. It all started when I checked into the hotel. I had just gotten my room key and was about to head to the elevator, when I heard someone calling me. "Excuse me, sir, can you help us?" I turned around and saw a couple standing behind me. They looked like typical tourists, with their matching outfits, cameras, and maps. They smiled at me expectantly, as if I was their long-lost friend. "Ah, sure. What do you need?" I asked, trying to be polite. "We're looking for some local recommendations and insider tips," the woman said. "You know, the best places to eat, to see, to shop, to have fun." "You're the concierge, right?" I blinked. "No, I'm not. I'm just a guest, like you." The couple looked confused. "But you're wearing a suit and a badge," the man said, pointing at my clothes. I looked down and realized that I was indeed wearing a suit and a badge. I had just come from a business meeting, and I had forgotten to take off my name tag. It said, John Smith, Sales Manager. It was a generic name and a generic title, but apparently, it was enough to fool these people. "Oh, this is nothing. I don't work here, I swear," I said, trying to explain. The couple looked at each other, then at me. They didn't seem to believe me. "Of course you do. You're just on a break or something. But this will only take a minute. Please, we need your help. We want to make the most of our stay here. You must know everything about this city," the woman said, pleading. I sighed. I didn't want to be rude, but I also didn't want to waste my time. I had plans for the day, and I wanted to get to my room and unpack. Maybe I could just give them a few quick suggestions and get rid of them. Okay, fine. I'll help you, but make it fast, okay?" I said. The couple nodded eagerly. They thanked me profusely and started to bombard me with questions. "Where can we get the best pizza in town? What's the best way to get tickets for a Broadway show? Which museum is worth visiting? Where can we find some cheap souvenirs? What are some hidden gems that only locals know about?" I tried to answer their questions as best as I could, based on my limited knowledge and experience. I had been to New York a few times before, but I was no expert. I mostly relied on online reviews, guidebooks, and word of mouth. I made up some things, hoping they wouldn't notice. I hoped they would be satisfied and leave me alone. But they weren't. They kept asking more and more questions, as if I was their personal tour guide. They wanted to know everything, from the history of the city, to the best nightlife spots, to the best places to take selfies. They showed me their itinerary, which was packed with activities and attractions. They wanted me to confirm, modify, or add to their plans. They wanted me to make reservations, book tickets, and arrange transportation for them. They wanted me to do everything for them. They were driving me crazy. They were so demanding, so clueless, so annoying. They didn't seem to care that I had my own life, my own plans, my own vacation. They didn't seem to care that I was not their concierge, that I was not their employee, that I was not their friend. They just wanted to use me, to exploit me, to take advantage of me. I had had enough. I had to get away from them. I had to escape. I looked at my watch and pretended to be shocked. "Oh, wow, look at the time. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have an important meeting to attend. It was nice meeting you, but I really have to run." "Bye," I said, and tried to walk away. But they wouldn't let me go. They followed me, grabbed me, stopped me. Wait. Don't go. We're not done yet. We still have so many questions. We still need your help. Please, don't leave us. Please, stay with us. Please, they said, clinging to me. I felt their hands on my shoulders, on my arms, on my back. They were holding me back, pulling me back, spinning me around. They were not letting me go. I felt angry, frustrated, trapped. I wanted to break free, to shake him off, to push them away. I snapped. Let go of me. Get off me. Leave me alone. I shouted. I slapped their hands away and glared at them. I told them one last time that I did not work there, that I did not know them, that I did not owe them anything. They looked shocked, hurt, angry. They couldn't believe what I had done, what I had said. They screamed back at me. How dare you? How rude. How unprofessional. You're the worst concierge ever. You're the worst person ever. We're going to complain to your manager. We're going to get you fired. We're going to sue you. You'll be sorry. You'll regret this, they said, pointing their fingers at me. They made a scene. They caused a commotion. They attracted attention. People started to gather around us. Guests, staff, bystanders. They looked at us, curious, concerned, amused. Among them, I saw a familiar face. It was the real concierge, the one who had given me my room key. He recognized me, and he looked confused. He came over to us, and he asked what was going on. These people are crazy. They think I'm the concierge. They've been harassing me for the past half an hour. They won't leave me alone. They're threatening me. They're lying. They're insane. Help me, I said, hoping he would believe me. He looked at me, then at the couple, then at me again. He didn't seem to know what to think. He didn't seem to know who to trust. He decided to trust them. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid you are the concierge. You're wearing the uniform, the badge, the name tag. You're standing at the concierge desk. You're holding the concierge phone. You're doing the concierge job. You are the concierge, he said, as if it was obvious. He turned to the couple and apologized to them. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am, sir. I don't know what's wrong with him. He must be having a bad day, or a mental breakdown, or something. He's usually a very good concierge, very helpful, very friendly, very professional. But today, he's acting very strange, very rude, very unprofessional. I'll take care of him, don't worry. And I'll take care of you, too. I'll make sure you have a wonderful stay here. I'll give you everything you need, everything you want, everything you deserve. I'll make it up to you, I promise, he said, smiling. He took the couple by the arm and led him away from me. He whispered something in their ear, and they nodded. They looked at me, smug, satisfied, victorious. They had won. They had gotten what they wanted. They had gotten their revenge. They had gotten me fired. I was browsing the aisles of a home improvement store, looking for some paint and brushes to spruce up my apartment. I had no idea what I was doing, but I figured it couldn't be that hard to slap some color on the walls. I was holding a can of bright yellow paint in one hand and a pack of assorted brushes in the other, when a man approached me. He looked frantic and desperate, with sweat on his forehead and dust on his clothes. He had a toolbox in his hand and a tape measure around his neck. He looked at me with pleading eyes and said, "Excuse me, sir, can you please help me? I'm in a bit of a pickle here." I was taken aback by his sudden request. I didn't know him from Adam, and I certainly didn't work at the store. I tried to be polite and said, "Sorry, buddy, I can't help you. I don't work here." He frowned and said, "Don't lie to me. You work here. You have to help me. It's your job." I shook my head and said, "No, really, I don't work here. I'm just a customer, like you. See, I have this paint and these brushes. I'm just shopping, like you." He looked at me skeptically and said, "Then why are you wearing blue jeans and a red shirt? That's the uniform of the store employees. You're trying to fool me, aren't you?" I glanced at my clothes and realized he was right. I was wearing blue jeans and a red shirt, the same as the store employees. It was a coincidence, I swear. I had no intention of impersonating a worker. I said, "Look, it's just a coincidence. I happen to like blue jeans and red shirts. They're comfortable and casual. It doesn't mean I work here." He snorted and said, "Yeah, right. And I happen to like wearing a tool belt and a hard hat. They're stylish and trendy. Come on, man, stop playing games with me. I need your help. I'm in the middle of a home renovation project and it's gone horribly wrong. I need your expert advice on how to fix it. I sighed and said, listen, even if I did work here, which I don't, I wouldn't be able to help you. I have no handyman skills whatsoever. I'm an idiot when it comes to tools and DIY. I can barely hang a picture on the wall, let alone renovate a house. You really don't want any help from me. Trust me. He shook his head and said, don't be modest. You're just being humble. I can tell you're a seasoned DIY expert. You have that look in your eye, that confidence in your posture, that knowledge in your voice. You know what you're doing. You're the best person to help me. Please, I beg you, help me. I was getting annoyed by his persistence. He wouldn't take no for an answer. He was clinging to me like a leech, and I wanted to shake him off. I said, look, buddy, I don't know how to make it any clearer to you. I don't work here. I can't help you. Leave me alone. He raised his voice and said, don't yell at me. You're being rude and unprofessional. You're supposed to be friendly and helpful. You're supposed to be a customer service representative. You're supposed to be an employee of this store. You're supposed to help me. He was attracting attention from other customers and employees. They were staring at us, wondering what was going on. Some of them looked amused. Some of them looked concerned. Some of them looked annoyed. I felt embarrassed and frustrated. I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. I said, fine, you want help? I'll give you help. Follow me. I grabbed his arm and dragged him to the nearest aisle. It was the plumbing section. There were pipes and faucets and toilets and sinks and showers and bathtubs and everything else related to plumbing. I had no idea what any of them were for, or how to use them. I didn't care. I just wanted to get rid of him. I said, here we are. The plumbing section. This is where you'll find everything you need to fix your home renovation project. Just pick whatever you like and go nuts. Have fun. He looked around and said, but I don't need plumbing. I need electrical. I need to fix the wiring in my house. It's all messed up. I have sparks and smoke and power outages and fire hazards. I need to fix it before it burns down my house. I shrugged and said, oh well, too bad. This is the plumbing section. This is where I brought you. This is where you'll get your help. Take it or leave it. He looked at me incredulously and said, are you kidding me? Are you insane? You brought me to the wrong section. You brought me to the wrong department. You brought me to the wrong store. You don't know anything about electrical. You don't know anything about home improvement. You don't know anything about anything. You're the worst employee ever. You're the worst person ever. You're a fraud. You're a liar. You're a jerk. He was screaming at me, and I was screaming back at him. We were having a heated argument, and we were drawing a crowd. People were watching us, and some of them were filming us. They were probably going to post it on social media and make us go viral. We were making a scene, and we were making a fool of ourselves. We were making a disaster. The staff came running, and the management got involved. They tried to calm us down, and they tried to sort out the situation. They asked us who we were, and what we were doing, and why we were fighting. They asked me for my name tag, and my employee ID, and my supervisor's name. They asked him for his receipt, and his project details, and his contractor's name. They asked us both for our explanations, and our apologies, and our cooperation. Then one of the staff said, brothers should not be fighting like this. If you want to fight, go home and do it. I took a good hard look at him and him at me. I could see the similarities, the cut of the chin, the color of the eyes. It was possible. I knew I was a twin, fraternal not identical. We had been separated at birth, and adopted by different families, and raised in different countries. We had never met each other, and we had never known about each other. We had been living our lives, unaware of our shared blood, and our shared fate. We had been brought together by chance, and by destiny, and by a home improvement store. We looked at each other again, and we saw more resemblances. We had the same eyes, and the same nose, and the same mouth. We had the same hair, and the same skin, and the same voice. We had the same genes, and the same DNA, and the same family. We were brothers, and we didn't know it. We were shocked, and we were stunned, and we were speechless. We didn't know what to say, or what to do, or how to react. We didn't know how to feel, or how to think, or how to cope. We didn't know how to be brothers, or how to be friends, or how to be anything. We hugged, and we cried, and we laughed. We apologized, and we forgave, and we thanked. We introduced, and we explained, and we shared. We talked, and we listened, and we learned. We bonded, and we connected, and we loved. I still know nothing about tools and fixing things, but maybe, just maybe my brother is a bit smarter than me and can teach me. Damn, I forgot to buy the paint.
I would like to thank you for watching the video to the end. To encourage us to make more videos, please like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Check out this other video if you haven't already.